Alright, so this is LP 4.1 assignment, Think You Know It, Show It. This is the assignment where I demonstrate my competencies in my area of study or my emphasis, which is e-marketing. So Masters in Management with an emphasis in e-marketing. So what is e-marketing? According to Susan Ward in one of her 2016 articles, e-marketing is an all-inclusive term for marketing products and or services via the internet or online. E-marketing is also known as digital marketing, web marketing, internet marketing, just a few other terms that are related to the concept. And what it does is it actually creates a platform for immediate interaction between businesses and consumers. So in e-marketing, there are multiple different strategies that are used to convey a campaign or to convey a message for a particular product or service. Some of these strategies include website design, search engine optimization, which is something that we're actually going to cover more in depth on the next slide, email marketing, social media marketing. So this can be using any platform from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, you name it, any social media site like that, as well as pay-per-click advertising. So going over a little bit about what website design is, according to an article on networksolutions.com, web design is actually a process of conceptualizing, planning, and building a collection of electronic files that determine the layout, colors, text styles, structure, graphics, images, and the use of interactive features to deliver pages to website visitors. So more or less, this is literally the design of the website, whether it be a clothing site, whether it be a service site, or the website that talks about the company that I've been going over all quarter long, Periscope. This is just basically creating a visually and content pleasing, easy for the visitor to use website. Like I said, search engine optimization we will go over in the next slide, the following slide. Email marketing is actually a form of marketing that uses electronic mail as a means of communicating commercial or fundraising messages to audiences. So this could be anything. So again, for me, for example, whenever I go shopping or I'm browsing online, I always type in my email, so that way I receive promotional emails, coupons, things of that nature. That is what email marketing in essence is that product or that service reaching out to you via that format, via that platform, to let you know what's going on and to kind of market what they have to offer you, some products that you might like or be interested in. Social media marketing is obviously, of course, the use of social media sites as a platform to promote products or services. So just another format like email marketing, for example. So according to Statistica, 70% of the U.S. population has at least one social networking profile. And by 2018, so next year, that number of worldwide users of social media is expected to reach 2.5 billion users. So this is actually one of my favorite strategies of e-marketing, just because it is such a popular format. I mean, billions of people are using social media as a means of communication with people, with products, with services, virtually anything. So the easiest way for you to reach a large audience is going to be, for example, using social media sites like Facebook, like Instagram, to promote your product and be assured that it's going to reach a wide, diverse audience. And finally, pay-per-click advertising is using tools such as Google AdWords or Yahoo Search Marketing. This is something that business owners can use to display ads in the sponsored results section of search result pages, and pay a fee for each time someone clicks through their ad to get to their site. So going a little bit more in depth on search engine optimization, or SEO, according to Strickland, SEO, or search engine optimization, is a collection of techniques used to improve a site's search engine return page, or SERP, position. And a SERP is the page that you are brought to after typing in a search on Google, Bing, Yahoo, sites like that, for example. So you type in the word house lighting and hit enter, and a bunch of different sites come up offering you that product that you look for. So what search engine optimization does is allow you to kind of push your site up to the top and be in the results when people are looking for products that you offer. And this is done through, obviously, of course, keywords. So example, if you are offering house lighting, like lamps or overhead lighting, for example, you would use keywords like that to trigger the results, to trigger your website to show up in the results when people do searches on Google or Bing. Just a couple of those different websites. Another way to get your website rankings higher on search engine return pages is through link analysis. And link analysis is basically the search engine, or it's the process that the search engine uses to see how many other web pages link to the page in question. So Jane Stewart is the client that I am working with to help her promote an e-commerce or an e-marketing presence to promote her product. She just recently opened a restaurant in Shakopee, Minnesota. And so what I did is I performed a SWOT analysis on her restaurant, on her product. And what a SWOT analysis does is identifies internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as external opportunities and threats. The reason I did this is to kind of gauge where she is at currently and figure out what we can do to put her in a better spot to get her up and running, to get more people to notice and visit what she has to offer. So a couple of the strengths that I identified in Jane Stewart's restaurant were location, environment, and the food and drink selection that she offers at her restaurant. A couple of the weaknesses that I did identify is that it is new to the Shakopee area, so it's not very well known, which is exactly why we want to put together an online presence for her, so that way we can get the word out about the restaurant. And again, that brings us to the next weakness, which is the lack of online presence. A couple of the opportunities that I identified with Jane Stewart's restaurant is, of course, internet presence. So social media is one that I favor, so that's going to be one that we focus on predominantly. And then another opportunity would be to attract a more steady customer base from both locals and visitors of the area. A few of the threats that I identified would be just local restaurants that have been around for a while and are more established, and some of these include Canterbury Park, which is both restaurant and actually a horse racing track, O'Brien's Irish Pub, and Pablo's Mexican Grill. So, going over more in depth on all of these strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. When looking at the strengths, it is located next to Canterbury Park, which is an excellent area with a lot of foot traffic, especially during the summer months. It's really close, has great highway access both on and off. It does offer outdoor patio seating in addition to bar and dining seating inside, and does offer a wide variety of food and drinks at reasonable prices, which makes it an appealing destination. Some of the weaknesses, or going over the weaknesses more in depth, is that since it is a restaurant that just opened earlier this year, there isn't a regular customer base yet, and it's still working to build that consistency that the regulars, if you will, to make more regular foot traffic for them. And again, with that no online presence, it also impacts the traffic of the restaurant, because not many people know about the restaurant yet, and without having that online presence, it's a little bit harder to reach certain audiences to promote this new destination, this new restaurant. Opportunities, of course, social media presence, which allows for interaction more with current and future customers. Just a couple of ways that you can actually use social media are through, sharing pictures, offering promotions, listing, some of the products that you have to offer. And again, attracting a more steady customer base. So take advantage of the consistency of locals as well as the traffic provided by Canterbury during the summer months. Canterbury, for example, can be an area of opportunity. When people are done with watching the races, they can stop by for a drink, stop by for an appetizer. On any given day, Thursday through Sunday, Canterbury has between 5,000 and 10,000 visitors, and this restaurant is actually located 2 minutes outside of Canterbury Park, so this just provides a lot of opportunity for a lot of, local and visiting customers. And then threats obviously include local restaurants, like O'Brien's, Pablo's, and on the flip side, Canterbury Park. So this can be both a pro and a con, taking advantage of the people that are coming in and out of the area, but at the same time, this can take away from your business as well. So it's important to kind of balance out what you have to offer compared to what Canterbury has to offer, and and really put yourself out there. So what I did was put together an online marketing budget, a 1-year marketing budget for Jane's restaurant. The budget is $75,000, and I broke it into 6 different marketing strategies, different marketing areas that I want to focus on, including, of course, web design, search engine optimization, email marketing, social media marketing, display advertising, so banners, of course, on websites, and the pay-per-click advertising as well. Web design, I guess breaking this down into 6 different areas that I want to focus on. Web design, I have set aside $9,000 to focus on that. Search engine optimization, $15,500, so 21% of the marketing budget. Email marketing, $12,000. Social media marketing, $19,500, so 26% of the marketing budget. Display advertising at $5,000 of the $75,000, and pay-per-click advertising at $14,000. Now, the reason I have social media marketing and search engine optimization as the bulk of the budget is because of the significance that I really see behind utilizing these 2 tools. With social media marketing, for example, Facebook, for example, is expected to remain the king, if you will, or the predominant social media platform, with 90% of social media users utilizing the platform. And again, aside from Facebook, Instagram is also expected to grow from 32% to 47% of the online user presence. And then SEO is, something that the majority of search engine users why I think SEO is so important is because the majority of search engine users are most likely to click on one of the top 5 suggestions in the results pages, so the SERPs page. So taking advantage of search engine optimization, using those keywords, using that link analysis, and pushing your website to the top will allow you a better opportunity, more likelihood for people to visit your website, view your product, and in essence, and eventually use or make that purchase for your product as well. The last thing that I want to mention, aside from giving you the background on e-marketing, what the different e-marketing strategies are, putting together that SWOT analysis on Jane's restaurant, what are the areas of opportunity, what are the threats, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, and what can we do to overcome them and really push that product to the top. And of course, putting together that budget of how we are going to utilize those different strategies to do this. I just want to kind of lay out what Periscope, the company that I have been going over all quarter long, is going to be able to do for this product to ensure success in the marketing efforts. So right off of Periscope's website, at Periscope, we bring together the key disciplines and vision to launch fully integrated, highly engaging campaigns that ignite brand passion, from strategists to technologists. To social specialists, our talents are free to swarm every project, delivering a potent mix of creativity, innovation, and bottom line impact. So breaking that down a little bit, basically Periscope, again, as I've said, is a one-stop shop offering multiple different areas of digital marketing strategies to help their clients be the best that they can be and create the most effective and efficient campaign to get people to notice and utilize and purchase a product or service. So in relevance to what we've discussed in this PowerPoint presentation and some of the areas that, some of the different marketing strategies that we talked about specifically today, Periscope offers different areas of expertise, including web design, e-commerce, and search engine optimization, and branding advertising. So what, in essence, Periscope would be able to do for this client is utilize the different areas of specialization that they offer to deliver the product that they are promising, to deliver an effective, the design of an effective e-marketing online presence to promote the product that, or in this case, Jane's restaurant that just opened, and hopefully create future success.